I'm making flan today, and I found how to make a shortcut to making the caramel part of the flan. Instead of standing over the stove and stirring and watching and making sure it doesn't burn and all that, I just put this in the oven and I'd rotate the pans around and I don't have to stir or anything. And I put it at about 400 degrees. 425 is fine. You just have to open up the oven and look at it and make sure it's, you know, evenly melting. But it works really good. I figured that out last week. I just learned to do it that way by chance. I just was playing around to see if it would work, and I was baking a pork roast, and I stuck one of these pans in there and it just started melting nicely. So hey, I love shortcuts. Okay, so this is all you need for your ingredients. I've got 10 eggs. You need your mixer and 2 cans of evaporated milk and 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk and 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. And that's basically it. You mix all that up and you put it in the prepared pans with the sugar after the sugar has melted, and in baño Maria, and you bake it till your knife comes out dry. Don't overcook it because then it'll be really eggy. Just watch it. Make sure that, you know, it's not completely dry. It is like a custard, so it might come out a little bit on the knife, but not much. So I'm setting my pans up in the middle rack, and I'm just going to turn the oven on to 425, and you don't even have to preheat it really. It'll be fine. So now you can see how it's caramelizing, looking really good. And some people put this like in a blender all together and just, you know, turn it on low speed. Even with your mixer, you turn it on low speed. Just make sure everything's all mixed in together. I forgot to tell you, 1 pinch of salt in your batter. And that's pretty much it. I'm almost ready. This is what it's looking like now. It's almost completely caramelized. Okay, so here is the caramel. Some of the sugar is not completely melted, but that's okay. And now I'm just going to use a little cup to pour it in, and then I'll pour water in the pan too, halfway. Okay, so now I've poured my batter in there, and I poured about a cup and a half. It's maybe about an eighth of an inch of water in your cookie sheet. That should be sufficient. And now I will cook at 350 for at least an hour.